Hey guys, welcome to this recording. Today I want to talk about a really brief demo, how to take type and either warp it into a different shape, which I have another demo on. And the second one is actually placing type along a pathway. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my type tool out. So click in here, hitting T for the type tool. You can see the type tools right there. I'm going to click once and then just type in, I don't know, logo. I can then select my selection tool. I can go to the bottom right hand corner of the bounding box and then click and drag out. I'll hold shift while I do that, and that constrains the proportions so it actually looks pretty good. So there's the word logo. This is a good time to actually play with the actual type. So, change it to something that you actually want to work with, so you can see those distortions or those effects take place. And so I've changed this to Barber Complete. I don't know, you could put it to whatever font you want based off of the look you're going for. So the first part is warping. So with my selection tool, I can click on the type so that the bounding box appears, and I'm going to go to Effect, then down to Warp, and you're going to see all of these different effects here, good 12 of them. I don't know more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 of them. If you click on them, you'll get an immediate preview. But one of the cool things that happens is you get this pop-up box right here, and it shows you a little kind of visual preview of what these different effects actually look like. Once you have an effect that's selected, you can then use these 3 sliders to kind of modify it to do the look that you want, or create the effect that you want. So say I want to create like a bowl with the word logo. I can use arc and then bend it in the negative percentage. So I'm going to put it in the upward direction, and I'm going to hit OK. So that's step 1. It's actually warping your type. Notice when you put your mouse over, it's going to still highlight the text and indicate it in blue. That's what makes it actually live. So Liga, I don't know. Here I'm just changing. You can see the actual words so that it's still live text, so you can actually change the meaning of the word or the spelling of the word, and then it applies it in the black, so it creates the effect in black. So that's the first one. Effect, warp, and then all of these different effects right there. So long as your text is selected, you can do that warp. The second approach is to actually put type along a pathway. And so here I can select a circle. I'm going to use Shift and Alt to scale it perfectly from the center. So I've got this perfect little circle. And I want to show you how to throw type along the edge of this circle. And so if you go to your type tool, you can click and hold on it. And you're going to see all these different type tools that exist here. The one you're going to want to select is Type on a Path tool. And so I've got that one selected. You'll notice when you put the tool over a pathway of an object, it's going to indicate the word path, and then all you have to do is click once. When you click, it's going to then apply the lorem ipsum text around that object. And there's a few different things that you can actually do to modify it. So if I click once on the text and zoom in, you can see these 2 bars that are sticking out. One is kind of like the ending bar, and one is the starting bar. So if there are words you want to remove, you can pull the end bar past that word, and it'll actually cut it out or reappear it. And then the starting bar will basically indicate where you want the type to actually start. So look for the starting and ending bar. Sometimes you'll need to actually zoom in to see it. Then if I click on this, the last thing to see is that there's an interior-exterior bar. So I've got my start, I've got my end bar, and then this one right here, this little widget, will actually flip it to the outside of the shape or the inside of the shape, or on the outside of the path or the inside of the path. So if I click and hold on that, and then drag it towards the center, you'll notice almost immediately the type kind of flops to the inside. Now lorem ipsum starts at the top here, and then it cycles on the inside of that circle. When the type is applied to that shape, you can scale the shape smaller or bigger. And then if you want to increase the scale of your font, just treating it like it's a text box, you can triple click on it, and then you can modify your point size. You can modify your actual font. And just like before, you can move your start bar and your end bar to different locations to get the words to start and stop where you want them to. Just as you can put it on a regular circle, so you can draw a pathway with the pen tool. And in the same way, go to your type tool, type on a path, click on the path, and then you can see it's throwing the type along that curved line, which is really quite fantastic. So that's going to stop this demo. Again, learning to go to your effects, warp, and you can warp type or create a shape and then use your type on a path tool. That's it, guys.